Our research has taught us that unexplainable events can occur anywhere, at any time, but that they tend particularly to occur when the human mind and heart come in conflict with cataclysmic events or emotions. But then disaster often begins quietly, doesn't it? Like this.
In the absence of truth, all of us stand helpless to defend ourselves, our families, and our health. Don't be deceived. Remember, all the fresh waters of the world can fit into a cube that is only 95 miles by 95 miles by 95 miles. Fresh water is a priceless treasure, which is more precious than gas. Under 1% of the water on Earth is drinkable. We are in the midst of a global freshwater crisis.
2/3 of the world's population will have no access to fresh drinking water by 2025, has provoked the initial confrontations in a worldwide battle for control over the planet's most basic resource. When Bolivia sought to refinance the public water service of its third largest city, the World Bank required that it be privatized, which is how the Bechtel Corporation of San Francisco gained control over all of Cochabamba's water, even that which fell from the sky.
You may feel that you don't want to get involved, that it's too political. What will your neighbors think? This is not a Republican, Democrat, or independent issue. It's not political. Shale gas is underneath all of us. We need to protect our water since it is essential for our environment and our health. Remaining neutral enables exploitation by the gas industry. Look at the destruction from fracking, which is like a rising tidal wave, building and building its destructive energy.
When people are pushed, prodded, and bullied, they can only take so much. Remember, the only power a gas corporation has is the power we the people, yield to them. They only remain in power because we accept their legitimacy. Withdraw that and they lose their power. Gas companies continually give us the hustle, and we must turn around and give them the people-powered muscle. It is an illusion that people have no power. The gas corporations want to deceive you into apathy and helplessness. Just remember, the gas corporations are depending on two things. They're either too overworked or too busy having fun to fight back.
Look at the recent anti-frack uprisings with 10,000 protesters opposing frack in the Finger Lakes of France and the Australian resistance.
A big company marches onto your land, sinks a well without your permission, then proceeds to threaten your livelihood. And it does it all with the consent and approval of the government. Now, this would be bad enough if it was happening halfway across the world in some tin pot dictatorship. But this is happening in our backyard, and it's our laws and our politicians who are letting it happen.
You're under arrest. This is a citizen's arrest.
Out in Queensland's Central West, it's war.
You've been dumping toxic waste all up that road. I've been filming you.
Hey, sit down. Get your facts right.
A war that's pitting angry locals against the big gas companies. Imagine this. You've found your own slice of heaven. A few acres in the country where you've set up home. It's tranquil, it's peaceful, and you're living the dream. Then one day, the gas company calls, and it's not to read the meter. They've come to tell you, not ask you, tell you they're going to build this. A gas well right in your own backyard. And the law says there's nothing you can do to stop them.
This is the biggest single issue that we've seen in this country ever.
We're concerned about the future of this area. We won't have an area in 20 or 30 years once this mining's come and taken what it wants.
How can we consider this a true democracy with big gas pouring millions and millions of dollars into lobbyists and legislators? Where is our voice, the citizens' voice? Where is our liberty, our freedom to decide what is best for New York?
Where's our inalienable right to pure water and fresh air? Isn't it time to rise up and fight non-violently for what's already ours before we lose it? This is our state. Are we going to let international oil and gas conglomerates catastrophically destroy our water wells, aquifers, municipal water supplies, rivers, lakes, property values, existing industries, and health? Hold back the gas corporation's tidal wave with its destructive consequences.
Show up in the thousands and destroy gas corporation rule. Combine forces, converge together, and you will make history. Don't let multinational gas corporations take away your freedom to fresh water and pure air. Don't allow infringements to your liberty. Remember, politicians don't see the light till they feel the heat.
You better stay the hell away from my wife and from my goats and from my farm. If you come to hurt my wife or the animals entrusted to us, you're going to have to go through me. You get it? I'll stand in your way as a drilling ban of one person if I have to. You better be prepared to grab me up bodily, slick me up with that toxic gel, push me through that hydration unit of yours with that 80 tons of chemicals per wellbore, and blast me down into that rock at 15,000 pounds per square inch until whatever remains of my bones is cracked up and gets in there with your sand proppant and holds those fractures open, because that's the only way you're going to get the gas out from underneath my land.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
The gas companies want us to think of them as an irrepressible force of nature, that we have no power to stop them. We can all unite and reverse this tidal wave. Only you can protect your children and grandchildren. Unite, become unstoppable.
Life is swirling through our actions. Let your heart find the answers as we rise. We lose the fear. Change is here. Life is swirling through our actions. Let your heart find the answers as we rise. We lose the fear. Change is here.
Now, boys and kids on beat, who has